Hello, Jim Howard here in Fort Worth, Texas. Today's date, it's October 9th of 2022. I just made a video a few hours ago and the audio sync was out. I think we're back. Might be a little bit off, but I think we're back. I think what I did was I had everything was working okay. Everything was in sync. And then at the last minute, without thinking, I have this video card, and it spent $29. Inexpensive, but I thought I'll just put it in. Actually, I put it in for a little bit of a boost to my audio, not the audio going to the video, but the audio just coming out of my speakers. And I think that messed up things. It might have something to do with I've got two monitors that doesn't enter into it. I've got some inexpensive speakers here. Now, with my, as you know, with my computer that I bought, there was a problem when I got it with the audio noise in it. And I messed around with different, I just got it and I had just purchased it, and then immediately, reports came out that, the audio was bad. And I didn't want to return it because I had it and I liked it, except for the audio problem there. So I purchased some stuff to take care of that, like a sound card. Actually, I got a bunch of sound cards, and that took care of that problem. But then I also have, and I've switched back and forth. I've got a couple docking stations. I don't know how many, and I think maybe my problem might be whether I'm taking the audio out of the docking station, or I should be taking it out of the computer, or just, I think it might be something like that. And this reaffirms my idea that, like when I stick this in, I think this, I wasn't coming out of here. I was just using it to adjust my audio from out of my speakers. But I think that maybe that might be it. I'm making this video, and I'm going to delete the other one that I made a little bit ago. This is my Chrome box here, and I hooked it up just a while ago. I don't have everything hooked up to it correctly yet, but I was kind of thinking when I hooked it up, I'm just going to make that my video and audio system, and not touch anything with it, and then have my Windows. But I don't know, that would, I wouldn't be able to use Manicam. OBS would still work on it, but on this one over here. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to upload this video here in a little bit, and I'm just going to delete, which there was more on the other one, the video I just made. There was some information on there and stuff, but I just don't like out of sync videos. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and delete it, because even if this fixed everything, and if all of my mixed 25 videos or something, if there was no problem with the audio, or there was no problem with the sync or anything like that, there would still be people who would see, the video that I just made this morning. There'd be people would be seeing that, and they'd be leaving comments, "Your audio's messed up." And so it's 1 p.m. now. Tomorrow is it tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow is Columbus Day here in the United States. And I think pretty much everybody except Italians I want Columbus Day to be the day for the Native Americans who were here, the many tribes and civilizations that were here, and all that type of. Make it for that rather than Columbus. Maybe Biden. Of course, Biden doesn't have but maybe President Biden wouldn't want to. Although he named last Columbus Day, or didn't name it, but he talked about indigenous, talked about the natives that were here. I'm joking about this, but he might want to think, some elections are coming up here in a couple weeks or 3 weeks or something like that, and might not be a good time to do something like mess with Columbus Day. Might piss off some Italian voters. What else? If you watch my videos, if you're a regular, you'll know I've mentioned quite a few times the electronic scales that I got back many years ago, and I reviewed on Amazon. And how great it was, and I also mentioned how they kicked me off of doing reviews on Amazon. Although I can actually, now there's a way to that you can get in there and not do the reviews like the way it was before, but you can. Oh, something else I think I might have mentioned in the previous video. I'm not sure. I was playing around with the YouTube setup, and and most people don't go to don't go to YouTube, /HNBBS or whatever. And everybody that has, everybody that has a YouTube site, they have a URL like that, so you can go directly to it. You can bookmark it or whatever. And of course, the statistics that YouTube gives you, will tell the SysOp, the YouTuber, how people are arriving at how many go to the directly, how many do a search, and all those type of things. And but the way it's set up, and I didn't know that you could change that until just a few hours ago. When you go to YouTube, like in my thing, YouTube/HNBBS, you arrive and there are, you'll see one video, but actually the YouTuber has created, you don't have to. I know now you don't have to create two, but he creates two. And when you come there, if you are a subscriber, then you're going to get the one message that the YouTube person has created for you. If you say if you're a subscriber, you get one message. If not a subscriber, you get the other message. I really didn't care for that set up very much. And then just today I was messing with something and I thought, I wonder, and then I deleted both of them. And now, well, let's see. Now if you go to YouTube /HNBBS. There, you come to that, and I like that a lot better. But the way it was set up, and I don't, you would have, well, you'd see one. I'm thinking as a YouTuber, there was two created, there. Larger videos. I mean, larger, view. And then over here was, the type of stuff that I have, I don't know. Jim Howard started with a, bulletin board system in 1982 and before, he was doing this before, stuff like that. And I liked that, but I'm going to keep it this way. I don't like those two. This video here, Howard's Notebook Online since 1982. I made that 3 hours ago. It's had 8 views. And if this video that I'm making now is in sync, which I think it will be, I'm going to delete this one that I made 3 hours ago. I get almost no comments. No, I got actually getting a few views, more views on my Washington, D.C. Thing. I mean, it's got 109 views, 268 views, 173 views, 354 views, 765 views. That's the longest escalator in the Western Hemisphere. But what I would like to do, I would like to actually go through, but I can't stand it, even when I make a video. I mean, I listen to it for a little bit. I make a video to make sure if the audio is good and if it's in sync and all that type of stuff. What I really would like to do is go through and delete all the bad YouTube videos that I have made. But then I would have to, and of course the problem is with my videos, I throw a whole bunch of stuff in there. And I know you guys don't like it. I really don't like it. I understand, that it'd be better to have it on subject because people are looking for, something. See, Columbus Day is coming up. For people in the United States, today's the 9th. I think the 11th is a day that if the COLA will come out, the cost of living index, and that affects, a lot of people think that it just affects retirees, people with pension plans and things like that. No, I worked as a welder, boilermaker, all types of stuff, and one of the unions or one of the places I worked a couple of different places building trucks, and one place for years building the gigantic trucks that you may have seen in what was it, Ronald Reagan before he was president. The 20 mule team borax commercials or whatever, and what was the anyway, they showed these gigantic trucks I worked in the body shop. Anyway, that was United Auto Workers, and a lot of unions, their contract that they make with the company, between the union and the company, it may have something to do with the cost of living index. I remember when United Auto Workers, which is a good union for their workers and for the company, I think, um, they have, and of course you don't have to just pick, okay, our pay raise will be whatever the cost of living index is each year, or each, it could, you could do the contract. So, okay, cost of living plus 5% or something like that. Anyway, apparently the United Auto Workers, they actually sent me over for a thing for some reason. I don't know why they knew, of all people, me. I mean, I knew. I helped my father become a union official, and I learned, from helping him out by putting material when every few days the National Labor Relations Board would send new rulings, and I would put them in his big, big folder. You can't see me holding my hands up into the, big folder that he had. Oops, still can't see me. In the big folder that he had, and I'd read the old ones that were, and I would read the, new ones, and then put the new ones in there, and then when he got home or whatever, there would be the old, he would know those were the old ones in case he wanted to read them, and I'm not sure he probably did. But I mean, I learned a lot. But anyway, the UAW sent me over, or not sent me, went to the meeting, and I'm not sure if that was the entire training, but being a union steward or whatever, like keeping the company on their toes with. But anyway, okay, the United Auto Workers, their contract, I don't know how long the contract was good for, union contract, 3 years, 5 years, I'm not sure. But the union really, screwed up. They had something about the pay thing being the, cost of living. I know there was extra, but not maybe much, And so the union, members voted that when the new contract came along to forget about the cost of living and just ask for X amount of money, on the deal. And then bang, right at that time, as soon as they did that, the cost of living jumped a whole bunch there for a little bit in the economy. And then union members were going, oh, damn. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'm going to check this, and I think probably delete this other video that I just made a few hours ago. Thank you very much for watching.